Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing a cookies recipe. It's going to be chocolate chip cookies recipe, no chill. No chilling means that you don't need to chill the dough before you shape and bake them. Very simple, easy steps, easy recipe, and you get these wonderful cookies. And you don't need to bake them a lot in advance and all that. One batch you do because of no hassle. You need a very short time. You can finish up this within an hour or so, plus baking, yes, plus cooling them down completely and storing them. Simple, easy recipe. I'll be using the stand mixer by Innofood KT 7600 stand mixer. For this stand mixer, you can double or triple the recipe. If you double and triple the recipe, I would suggest you to chill the dough in the fridge, even though you're using the ice bowl. But I'm not going to use the ice bowl. I'm going to show to everyone that those who don't own this particular stand mixer, you're using other brands, you don't have this special patented ice bowl, you can still make these cookies without chilling the dough. Okay, but like I said, remember, if you multiply 2 or 3, you may need to chill the dough for later on, for baking later on, because of the temperature in Malaysia. It's hot, really hot. Number one, the point. Number two, the butter. When it's stated soften butter or bring the butter to room temperature, it doesn't apply to our Asian country, especially Malaysia. It's hot. Cube, put aside, immediately into the mixing bowl with sugar, cream them quickly once they're softened, not to our room temperature. If it's room temperature, Malaysian room temperature, they're melted. The butter will be melted. I hope I make myself clear here. All right. So soften slightly means that once you take out, cut the butter, prepare the ingredients, cream immediately. When you touch, it's just slightly soft on the outer part, not room temperature, not extra softened butter and all that. All right, that's very important for these cookies to work, so that it doesn't spread out, it doesn't flatten too much and all that. Okay, I will write more under notes so that you can refer to them and understand better. I'll be baking them in the convection oven by Innofood as well, KTV88. I love this oven because I can bake multi-layer. So for this recipe, I'm going to make about 32 to 34 cookies. I'll bake them 2 rounds. Okay. I can bake them in 1 round, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to bake them 2 rounds, multi-layer, and you will see the color comes up even. I don't have to swap the tray. I don't have to turn around the trays and all that. This oven works very well for multi-layer baking. Okay, what else? I think that's about all. For the ingredients, do refer to the description box below. I have listed them down. Okay, let's start now. Okay, preheat the oven. I'll be baking multi-layer. I'll be using the rear heat plus convection mode, 180 degrees Celsius. I'm going to preheat for 15 minutes, 15. Okay, I'm going to sieve the dry ingredients. All-purpose flour is the same as medium protein flour. Plain flour. Okay, next I'm going to add the baking powder and baking soda. Salt. Just give it a quick mix. You can use a spatula or a whisk, hand whisk to mix the dry ingredient. All right, set aside. I'll come back shortly. Okay, let's start mixing. Soften salted butter. I'm using salted butter. Sugar, white sugar and also light brown sugar. Okay, since this is a 7-liter stand mixer, okay, look at this. Can feel a lot of ingredients inside. So to cream them, I'm using the balloon whisk attachment. So I'm going to attach it. Okay, speed 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to increase to 5. So I'm going to cream the butter and the sugars till light and fluffy. Okay, I'm going to stop for a while. Scrape the side of the bowl and also the bottom of the bowl to make sure everything is whisked well. Don't want anything to stuck at the bottom of the bowl. Okay, the whisk as well. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm going to increase to 6. Okay, looking good. Let's have a look at this. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a quick scrape. Okay, continue for one more. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Let's have a look. Okay, looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. Okay, done. It's very light and fluffy now. Look at this. Okay. Give a quick scrape and add in the rest of the ingredients. I'll come back shortly. All right. I'm going to change to the silicone beater. I'm I'm gonna add in 1 egg at a time. Make sure incorporated well before adding the next egg. Okay. Add in the other egg. Vanilla extract. Okay, mix well. I'll come back shortly. Okay, I'm gonna give a quick scrape. There are so many versions of chocolate chip cookies, but this is the simplest, easiest recipe so far. Okay, next will be the sifted dry ingredients. I'm going to divide into 3 batches. Start at speed 1. Remember, do not set it at high speed. The flour will be flying everywhere. Be a mess. Okay, next. Second batch. Okay, speed 1. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just scrape side of the bowl, bottom. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add in the rest of the sifted dry ingredients. Okay, a bit more here. In the bowl. All right. Okay, continue mixing. 1. Just speed 1 will do. Okay. Give a quick scrape. Side of the bowl. Bottom. Okay. I'm going to give quick mix. Speed 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I'll come back shortly. All right. Lastly, I'm going to add in chocolate chips. I'm using dark chocolate chips. The quality of the chocolate chips is very important. So if you can invest or can get those high quality chocolate chips, do so. Normal one will do if you want to cut costs. For the chocolate chip cookies, I prefer dark chocolate chips because I don't like my cookies to be too sweet. Same goes for my family. They prefer bittersweet type of chocolate chip cookies. So if you prefer sweet cookies, you have sweet tooth, I would suggest you to get semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right? So I'm going to put in half. You can actually, what do you call? Fold in. But I'm going to use this. 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Add in the rest. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Let's clean this a bit. All right. I'm going to remove this. Okay, I'm going to show everyone how the cookie dough looks like. Okay. Okay, I will come back shortly. Okay. Look at the dough. All right, I'm using an ice cream scoop. If you don't have, you can use a tablespoon. It's 4 cm ice cream scoop diameter here. So it's actually a small ice cream scoop. So, okay. Make sure they are not so near apart. Look at the cookie dough, lots and lots of chocolate chip. Okay. All right. Next tray. You can make them bigger, but the baking time will be slightly longer. Simple, isn't it? Right? Next. Okay, I'll finish up and come back shortly. Okay, some like the cookies to be thick, some like thin. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just gently press down with the palm of my hand, just a little bit. All right? It's up to you. You can just bake like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave one this way, and the other one I press gently on the top, and we'll compare, and it's up to you which method you prefer. Okay? Okay, baking time. Okay. I'm going to bake 3 trays at one go. Let me on the light. So level 1, 3, and 5. Look at this. 1, 3, and 5. Okay. Multi-layer baking. So I'll be using rear heat plus convection mode, 180 degrees Celsius. I'll bake for about 15 minutes, may need slightly longer. We'll see how. Start. Okay, done. Look at this and this. This is the tray where I flatten the surface of the cookies, and this I didn't flatten. All right, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? This is flatter and this is like slightly thicker. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, my third tray. I have 2 more trays in the oven. Total about 32 to 34 cookies or servings. One more thing is, I bake this for about 15 minutes. The rest, since the oven is already hot, I'm going to bake for about 12 minutes. And I didn't even flatten the surface because the room temperature is pretty high. As usual in Malaysia, if you just use the ceiling fan without the aircon, everything is going to melt very, very fast in our weather. So I didn't even bother to flatten. They will flatten eventually. If you prefer the cookies to be lighter in color, cut down the baking time by 2 to 3 minutes. I like them to have this slight golden brown because I like the crunch at the edges of the cookies. I'm going to leave them like this for about 10 to 15 minutes because they are very soft now. So don't touch them, they'll go out of shape. I'll see everyone back shortly. Still hot. The tray is still hot. Just hold on. But I need to transfer the cookies, right? Okay, it's hardened up. Look at this. Transfer onto the wire rack. You can make them bigger. So if you make them bigger, bake them slightly longer. Okay. Okay. Let them cool down completely on the wire rack. I'll see everyone back shortly. I know you can't resist the cookies, but I would suggest to wait until they cool down completely before enjoying them, or else you get sore throat and you get sick. Okay, I'll see everyone back shortly. Okay, these are from the last batch of baking. Look at them. They are browner. I baked them for 15 minutes as well. This is the earlier batch. It's lighter in color. So if you prefer lighter color, bake them for 12 minutes only for the second batch because the oven is already hot from the previous baking batch of cookies. And I didn't even flatten. Look at the cookies. They are all flat because of the cookie dough's temperature. It was higher. It has been sitting on the counter for a while, so you don't need to flatten the dough. Okay, but for the first batch, okay, there are a few things which I'm going to put in the note. Why your cookies didn't flatten, why it didn't spread out, or some overly spread it out and all that. I'll write the details in the description box. So have a look to avoid them being too flat or they are not spread out enough and etc. Okay, I know I've been sharing actually quite a few of cookies recipe, but this is a wonderful recipe. So do try them. Do try them. I believe you will love them, especially it's easy, quick and easy. That's the most important, and your kids will love them. All right, I'll see everyone very soon. Happy baking.